Hi guys, right, today's video is about pitching, and in particular two things I want to talk about today, and that's striking the ball correctly and the way to do that, and distance control. So first of all, let's talk about striking it correctly. Now, when the ball's on the ground, it's very important that you get the feeling that the club is traveling downwards at the point of impact. Okay, so if I just explain this with this tube here, the purple part of the swing is the downward swing, and the grey part of the swing is the upward swing. What I want you to try and remember when you're hitting any iron shot, particularly a pitch shot, to get that perfect strike, you want to make sure that you're connecting with the ball on the downward arc of your swing. So the center of the face, I'm going to show you this coming up close here. The center of the face here, guys, it doesn't really matter which loft you're using, but the center of the face has to be traveling downwards when you make contact with the golf ball. So in slow motion it looks like this. There's the golf ball on the ground. There's the loft of the club you're using. And then what I want you to feel is that when you're swinging down to the golf ball, that the club head is traveling on a downward arc as it hits the golf ball. The ball will spin off the ground as you squeeze it on the downswing. So the loft will lift it. You don't have to try and get what we call under the golf ball. That's not how you get a pure strike. The center of the face has to be going down. So it's all about weight shift. Watch this. When you stand to the ball, you want to make sure with anything that's not a full distance for your pitches, you want to make sure that your body weight is anchored on your lead leg. For me, that's my left leg. I've got 60–65% of my weight left. And then what I'm going to do when I swing, I'm going to make sure my weight stays on that lead leg here. I don't want to have too much weight shift on a shorter than full swing. I haven't got time to get that weight across. So when you're pitching, to get the strike of the ball before the ground, this is the key. You've got to make sure the club is traveling downwards when you hit it. So here we go, I'm just going to hit a shot here, 50-yard shot. That's less than full for me, so I'm going to anchor my weight slightly left, and then I'm going to try and hit this 50 yards. Well, that is exactly 50 yards on my launch monitor here. That's perfect. It's a shot I practice a lot. Okay, now, once you can connect with the ball correctly, and like I said, make sure that the body weight's left, and for a right-handed golfer, and the club is arcing downwards. Now I want to talk about distance control. If you're striking it consistently, now we've got to work on the speed of the head going through the ball. Now the way to control the speed of the head, there's two ways, but you've got to combine the two. One is how far back you decide to go for the distance that you're choosing, and we want to get some symmetry, guys, to the swing. So however far back you go here, you want to get the same through the ball. So we're accelerating at the low point, but you're getting symmetry to each side of your swing. Okay, so that's giving you a smooth acceleration then through the ball. You don't want to be making a full swing-ish, so we say, and then slow down to hit it shorter. You don't want that. We want to take it back only as far as necessary, and then accelerate through the golf ball and get the same distance on the other side. But the key to distance control, whether it's 30 yards, 50 yards, 75 yards, doesn't matter. Get the reps in, but it's all about the speed of the body. Okay guys, this is how you really get good at distance control. What I want you to imagine is that your body, your shoulders, your arms, the club, that everything is moving together, and that the speed of the body turn, this is how I control my distances. I lock in the arms and the hand position, I get my weight and my aim, and then I tell myself the number 30, if it's 30 yards, and then I try and imagine that my body is turning 30 miles an hour, okay? So that's not a correct number for the distance, but it's just for my mind. So when I'm hitting shots, my body is turning 30 miles an hour for 30 yards, 50 miles an hour for 50 yards, 70 miles an hour for 7. It's just giving me a code so that my body speed controls the club head speed and my arm speed together. So what I'm getting is a feeling that everything is controlled from my chest and my shoulders. So lock it in. So I'm going to hit 3 shots here of 30, 50 and 70. Okay, those are numbers that I practice, and I can test this with my GC quad. I coach with my quad, I practice with my quad, and this gives me the numbers exactly of how far I'm hitting it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you 3 swings, 3 different distances here. The swings are the same, but they're going to be slightly longer and slightly faster as I need more distance. Okay, so I'm going to plug in the 30, get my aim, weight slightly left, and this is 30. 31. Now I'm going to go 50. So I'm going to increase the backswing and increase the speed of the body turn. Same swing, just an extended version of the 30. Same setup. Now 50. 47. Now I'm going to go 70. I'm going to extend the 50 swing up to the 70 swing. 69. Right guys, so let me summarize. To strike the ball correctly, you have to remember the club needs to be arcing downwards to the ball. You hit the ball first and the ground after it. Control the low point and make sure you get the club head traveling downwards into the golf ball. That's number 1. We want to find the perfect strike first. Start off with short distances, get a feeling for the weight staying left, get a feeling for the club arcing down. When I say down, I don't mean hacking down on it like this. I mean just make sure the arc of the swing, nice and wide, hits the ball and then the ground, skidding through. Once you've got the strike, work on distance control. We want symmetry, backswing, through swing, a nice steady rhythm. However far back you go here, the same on the way through. And then work on the speed of your body to get precise distance control. Key it in your head. For 30 miles an hour, tick, tock, 30 yards. 50, tick, tock. 50 miles an hour body rotation. And 70, the same. So work on those distances, guys. Really practice the short game. I'm guaranteeing you, I'm coming close for this guy, I'm going to guarantee you, you work on your distances with your pitching wedge, your sand wedge, your gap wedge, your lob wedge, whatever club you use for that higher approach shot, the more difficult approach shot to the target. Work on that and your scores are going to improve. Absolute guaranteed. Dedicate some of your practice time to it when you're warming up. Choose a couple of distances. I like to use 50 and 75 as my warm-up, and then I go up to my full swing. But get the repetition, get the feeling of how fast your body's turning back and through, and always make sure you focus on strike first, and then distance control. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Let me know how you get on. Darren Scholes, signing off.